Good morning, everybody. This is Ed, and this is Let's Cook It. It is Sunday morning, bright and early. So what I'm making today is something called a low-carb keto ground beef casserole. It's pretty basic. Now, I started the video and had some technical difficulties, so most of the dish is already cooked, but I'm going to tell you what's in it, what I've done, and I am going to show you what I have in the skillet here. So it uses 2 pounds of ground beef, a package of cauliflower rice, 1.5 packages of cream cheese. Now the recipe didn't state what size, so I just got the big blocks. Diced onion, green pepper, and red pepper, garlic, salt, pepper, oregano, Italian seasoning, whatever you want to use. I just used a mishmash of whatever I had, like I had some chupacabra steak seasoning, oregano, salt and pepper, some crushed peppercorn and garlic from Pepper Chef. I just put that in there. I already did have the ground beef cooked and drained of the excess grease. Put the onion and the red and green peppers in there, and the cream cheese. So I'm going to put the camera down here so you can see what it looks like so far. This is going to be a really short video, I'm sure. So there's the mixture of the beef, the vegetables, the cream cheese, and the riced cauliflower. Now it says you can put this in the oven in a pan, but I thought, well, I've already got the electric skillet heated up and everything cooking, so I'm just going to use this instead of dirtying up something else. And the best thing about this electric skillet is that it's totally immersible, so I don't have to worry about, you know, not putting it in the sink. So I have tasted this already, and it does taste pretty good. Now what I'm going to do is put some Colby Jack cheese on the top. You can't go wrong with extra cheese, so that's exactly what I am going to do, because y'all know I like cheese. And I have an audience. The dogs are right here waiting for me to drop extra cheese or whatever. And it says to put a little bit of mozzarella, so I'm going to do that too. This does seem like it's great for a keto or a low carb diet. And I think it's going to be pretty good once we get everything put together. All right. So, let's get the lid put back on. Turn the heat up a little bit. Close that vent so the heat doesn't escape. All right. So, as I said, I started this video with using another app that I didn't quite have success with. So I'm just using the camera app on my phone, and then I'm going to import it over to the app that I use, get it edited, and get it uploaded to YouTube, and put a link on Facebook as well. So, well, let's see if we can put some filler in here. I don't know. It's pretty cold this morning. Not exactly sure how cold it is, but I think when I took the dogs outside, I believe I saw frost on the ground. I don't know if I did or not, or if it was just fog, because it was really foggy this morning. Wasn't expecting that. So anyway, came back in, had my cup of coffee, and let me show you something while I'm doing this. So I found yesterday at Goodwill this vintage Corey stovetop percolator. Now it was used this morning. It still needs wash, but I wanted to show it to you. Makes really good coffee. Of course, it comes with the basket and the tube and, you know, the lid and all that. Paid $3.19 for it. I haven't really made coffee on the stovetop that often with a percolator like that, so I did have to, you know, look it up to see, you know, How do you start it? Do you just put it on high heat? You know, what do you have to do? But it turned out pretty good, and I think it's a really good way to make coffee if you don't want to mess with an electric percolator, which I have lots of percolators. I don't know if I've ever said that, but actually have too many vintage electric percolators. Probably need to get rid of some. But anyway, a percolator makes really, really good coffee. And if you see that contraption in the background there, that is a Brew brand pour over electric coffee maker. Now what it does use the cone filter and the insert. You put it on top of that glass carafe right there with the filter inside of it, the amount of coffee you want, like for 4 to 8 cups, I believe that is. And you put the water in the tank that I'm pointing at. The water doesn't exactly come out like a coffee maker. It comes out like in how do you say it? Not a continuous motion. The water comes out a little bit, soaks the coffee grounds, and then does it a little bit more, you know, back and forth like that until it's done. The black thing you see on there is like a rubber or I don't know, silicone mitt that you can pick it up, because the carafe does get really hot. Now, I do think that the coffee that I make with that is okay. It's not my favorite. The coffee does taste a little bit different, but I think it's just because of the way the coffee is made. However, as I said before, I'm really into the old percolators. They make really good coffee. It just has a better taste. And the coffee makers, there's a big difference. So if anyone knows anything about the old percolators, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I guess that's enough about the coffee pots and whatnot and all that jazz. So let's put the camera back down here. You can see that the cheese is getting melted. So I'm going to turn the heat off so that'll stop simmering. Let's get a bowl, put some in a bowl. We're going to try it. Man, I made kind of a mess. There's some cheese over here. Okay. Moment of truth. This looks like it'll stick to your ribs. Wow. Yep. I'm making a mess. Don't judge. Okay. I think I'll put a little bit of pepper on this. Found these electric salt and pepper shakers at a Goodwill a couple weeks ago. They are amazing. Look at that. There's the pepper. I love extra pepper on anything. Okay. Let's get a fork. Let's take a bite of this conglomeration. Try to get some of those peppers and onions. Paper towel time. I think that turned out really good. I like it. And I believe I will make it again. Maybe with some different spices next time. And if I make it again, if I get really rambunctious, I'll cut up a fresh onion like the recipe said to and use that. But I think the dehydrated onions are just as good. And you know what? This is perfect because those peppers still have a little bit of crunch to them. So they're not mushy and overcooked. I would recommend maybe adding those as one of the last steps if you'd like a vegetable that's a little bit more crisp. I think it's better that way, and that way you're not just chomping on mush. Mm. Well, I think I found a winner. I like it. I think Rich is going to like it too. And you know, of course, the dogs are probably going to get a bite of it as well. Okay. Well, folks, well, this video is longer than I thought it would be. But of course, I talked about percolators, the weather, the fog, coffee, all that. Okay. So I'll make it again. I think it's really good. I think you'll like it too. I think you can make the, your own variations. If you don't like cauliflower, put another vegetable in it. You know what? I think this how this would be good with a can of green beans, drained of course, because you don't want all the extra water in there. Or if you like a green bean that tastes more fresh, get some frozen green beans, and I think that would be good. And maybe put some bacon bits on there. How can you go wrong with that? Definitely make it as keto or not keto as you like. Also, if you don't want to do keto, you know what? I think this would be good on top of mashed potatoes. Yeah, why not? Kind of make like shepherd's pie. Whatever. Okay, folks. I think that's it. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to get this video uploaded to YouTube. Put a link in my Facebook profile. Finish off this dish of conglomeration. I think that's what I'm going to call it. All right, everybody. I'm going to say it. It doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to taste good. Remember, everybody, have a great day. Do something kind for yourself. And please do something kind for others. It'll make you feel good about yourself. And you can't go wrong with being kind. All right, everybody. I'll see you next time on Let's Cook It. Oh, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. Please, if you would do that. And it helps me out. And I think that's it. Thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you for watching my videos. And I hope you like them. And again, have an awesome day. Take care. Be safe. Be well. And I'm going to say it again. Be kind.